this is Andrea here, and we are off to a whole new page. Before we get started, I just want to show you the finished results of my decorating here. I put a pearl strip with some lace, and then I put in a tuck spot with a tag. And then on this side, open that up. This is a flower that is also a tuck spot. And then these little Asian stamps are also tuck spots. So this one goes there, and then this one goes here. You can pretty much have it any way you want. You could put the picture like that, or put one up here and then one down there. Alright, and then the inside here we have a tuck spot with a tag, and then this is a tuck spot that you can put a a tag, a photo, or another tag if you wish. Then we have tuck spots and tags. This is a pocket that I made out of a tag, and these are pretty much all the cut aparts that were in the paper pack. Okay, so let's move on to our next page. That is this one. I have this clamped down because I want this to kind of sit up straight for me before I get that right there. Before I just start working on another page. I want to make a flap on this side, and then a pocket here and a pocket here. So let's get that done. We're going to get that cut up, and then we can put the paper on the pockets in the flap. Let's see how we can do that. First things first is to score the short end here at 1/2 inch. So do that and be right back. Alright, so we have our 8.5 by 11 sheet. Remember, these are 8.5 as well. Let's just double check that. Tell you all wrong. Yeah, 8.5. So you want this to go to the middle of here of the paper base page. Alright, so this is going to go all the way to the edge. Leave yourself some room here so that you can mark where your middle is. Yeah. Oh. Press that back down and make sure to mark the paper you will have to score. Now you're going to score here. Let's go ahead and we're going to cut off the excess. Try to leave 1/2 inch. If you go a little bigger, that's okay. It's going to be tucked under the paper. Alright, now put that up, and you got this mark that we did on the base page. So next thing you want to do is work with this space. So I'm going to score this excess sheet. We're using the same 8.5 by 11. I do believe this might work perfect. Okay. Pull it down a little bit. Make sure it's up to that line. Now you want to mark. Make sure it's straight, and then mark to the edge of this one. And now you can score again. All right. Okay, so here What you want to do is take your sheets, put them back up here, and just make sure that they meet. Oh, that's great. That's good. And there we go. Okay, so that's perfect. Now, what you want to do is you're going to die cut the top of this, and you're going to die cut it about right there. Let's see what that is. That's 3 inches from the top. So don't cut this. Go ahead and put your die there, then cut it. And you're going to do the same for this pocket. Before we move on to that, let's go ahead and put up our flip. I think I have some scraps here that might work for us. Maybe. Let me see. Got some big and small pieces. Oh, that's a perfect fit right there. Okay, we're going to use that one. Alright, so this is going to be our flap that will open up to the pockets. And I'm going to leave it as long as I can because I also want this to be functional, not just a flap. Let's go ahead and score that. Okay. Now, let's see how that looks. All right, I love that. Okay, so now let's get our paper ready for those. I do actually need to measure. No, I don't. Okay, my bad. All right, picking paper. This is always the fun part. Put our stuff out of the way here. Whoop. Okay. I think I want to go with green because green seems to be what we have left. So I want to go with that green and this green. Okay. And then, let's see here. That's pretty. This is pretty. You know, I think this one might be better than the other one. Let's take a peek. Okay. So we have this with the gold foil, and that, or this. Yeah, this definitely looks better. Okay. It matches better. Alright, what else we got back here? Nothing? Okay, let's go to the front. Pretty chocolate. Keep my hand there. Yeah, let's go back to that chocolate. I think we're going to end up using it. We will probably cut the trim off. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so we got chocolate and green, 2 different color greens. That works for me. All right, let's see where we're going to put them. So I think maybe the 2 flaps there and there is how they would sit. And remember, this is they're going to be cut down to here. So really, you'll have this like that. Like that. And then you'll see a little space there. Maybe the chocolate should go on the flip. And let's see. I like that one. And I am going to go ahead and use both of these for these 2 here. Alright, and we're going to use the chocolate for the flip. Okay. Just because this is not directional, I can flip it over and just put it up here. You don't have to put it all the way to the top, because remember, there's your line where your die is going to go. Okay, I'm going to mark that, set it down. I'm going to bring it down just a little past before that line. Maybe a little taller. About an inch above that line that we marked. I accidentally cut the wrong one. What you want to do now is go ahead and mark this as number 1, number 1. Then take some washi tape and tape this down to the cardstock. Okay. Put it like you would normally if you were sticking it down, and then put your washi tape to hold it down. I'm going to put another piece at the end. There we go. Okay, so that's ready to die cut. I'll show you which die I'm using. I'm done with this sheet. I may use it for the insert, the tag inserts. We'll see. Alright, this is kind of directional. Because it has wording here. So we're going to have to cut this face up. This side. Okay. Oh, I don't need to mark that part. I just need to mark this one. Then I can bring it down to that inch. Let's go ahead. Let's see, let's make sure to mark this one at the same length. We don't want one to be longer than the other. Okay, now with the better paper here. That is not. Okay, I'll do it on this side. I hate directional sometimes because it makes your paper a standard paper, unless you cover up the directions or what's directional about it. Now we're going to pull this down, and we're going to leave an inch, right? Cut that down. is going to go on top of here, and we are going to washi tape it. All right. Oh no. All right, there we go. And again, we're going to put one at the bottom. Okay, that's ready to go. Then we need to do our flip. Let's go ahead. Not sure. I think I'm going to go ahead and cut this gold off. I just don't want to use it at this point. And maybe I can use it on something else, like go ahead and fussy cut it and make a strip, which I may go ahead and do now that I've mentioned it. Alright. I think I will definitely do that because it's so pretty anyway. Okay. Go ahead and turn it over. Get it on your bright side. Cut that down. Perfect. Now I just want to see if I have a die that will go across on this one nicely. I have a couple. See, and then there's just a little bit on the edge. I really like that. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and washi tape this down. Okay, now you want to take your die and you want to put it down the way you want it to cut. Make sure you have about the same amount on each side. Okay. Okay, we need another piece. Let's find another washi tape. That one is not working well. Purple to match the purple dye. Oh wow, okay. Well, it's good to know which where your starting point is. I think it's right here. Yeah. Now that's ready to cut. And with these pockets, I think I want to go a little simple. A little simpler. Maybe like that. And then like that. Giving them two different styles. I think I could challenge myself to do that. Okay, this is going to come down. Remember, we have those lines there. So this is going to come down to those lines. Try to center your die. Okay. And the same with this one. Right there. Straighten it out. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and run this through the machine and I'll be right back. Alright, we got everything inked up and stickified. So let's start putting this page together. The first thing you're going to want to do is put on your flip. I'm going to use the ATG gun and some wet glue. And we know it goes this way. So you want to bring this all the way to the edge of your base page. There we go. Yay. Okay. Now you want to put on your pockets. So it goes here. Number one goes here. Our wet glue on here. Don't forget to glue down the bottom portion of your pocket. Okay, it's going to go all the way to the edge here. Be real careful of that. Careful of the score line there. Make sure I didn't hit it. Nope, I didn't. Yay. Don't have to rip that one off. We'll go with number 2. Make sure not to oversaturate your paper, because the last thing you want to do is have to pull it up because it's warping. check to make sure your edges are free and clear so that you can slip a tag in there. Alright, so that's going to close like that. And I think what I'm going to do is put a magnet on this side and a magnet on this side, instead of doing one in the middle. That's what I'm going to do. Now you could put in anything you want as a closure. You don't have to use magnets. See, I always do about an inch away from whatever edge I'm near. I didn't used to do that, but I have learned that it is easier to get your papers to stay down and the magnet doesn't move around as much when you do that. That's some good tape. Alrighty. Go ahead and remove our tape backing. You want to do both sides so you can do it at the same time. Okay. Clean anything off. Press down. And lift up. Yay, good job. Hey, sometimes things go right. Okay. Now, what we are going to need, let's see here, we're going to need a piece of paper that goes across here, or that we could put down here and here. And I think, just want to see, I don't think that'll work. Only reason why I don't think it'll work is because it's already at the score line there. So I need something a little lighter. Let's look at our scraps. Let's see. Lots of scraps. We have red is going to be here, right? Then we have green and green here. So let's pick a color that will look nice between all three of those. Let's see. That's too short. That would have been really pretty. That's too short. Yep. No. No. Too dark. Oh, here we go. Oh, this one might be better. Okay, we'll go with that. That's going to be perfect. Let's go ahead and get our pencil so that we can mark this. Okay. Then we have this side here and this side here. And I'm doing the marks about 1/8 of an inch from each of the score lines. So let's see how that works out. there. And there. I like that. Yep, we're going to go with that. You don't need this much, so go ahead and cut these in half if you had the same amount of space on yours. Okay, I just cut them down just a little bit. Now let's ink them up. And with these, you want to use wet glue, and I'm using cardstock, not regular paper. This is 65-pound cardstock, and you want to use the wet glue because you want to be able to slide it into the pocket and wiggle it around so that it will stay in place. And you don't get it stuck down before you're ready for it to get stuck. So, get our glue. We're going to put these down first because they're going to take the longest to dry. Stick it right on in there. Get it past 1/8 of an inch of the score line here. Go. And we'll do the next one. Let's see. Ah, there we go. Okay. Gotta get it in there. The best that you can. Alrighty. This is why you want that wet glue. There we go. Okay. Okay, got our cleanup done. Alright, now we can put the others on. We have number 1, 2, and then this is one big piece. We're going to start with number 2. Yay. Burnish that down. Go with number 1. Now we have to put this one on, and this is the red one. Yeah. I love all the colors that that is in this pack of paper. They go well together. Excuse me, I take a sip of water. Okay. I'm gonna put a little bit of glue around the magnet, just like that. That's it. Gotta get that glue rolled to the back. There we go. Go ahead and burnish that down real good. Then we'll put this one on. And I did go ahead and fussy cut this out, so we're going to see how well that works. I'm going to put it at the very top here. Alright. And this chocolate brown, beautiful. I love this chocolate brown. Awesome. Okay. Now we have our decorative piece. Okay, I'm going to face it this way. Let's go ahead and go from corner to corner. Yeah, good. That looks really pretty. Looks like it came that way, and only you and I know it didn't. Okay, that looks very pretty. I love how this turned out. I did make tags, so let's go ahead and decorate those with our front covers. And they should fit in pretty good. At least we are hoping they will. Awesome. That leaning a little bit. Yeah. Okay, and I did the same color on each tag. Careful when you get it on there wrong. Try to make it slow and easy. Take it slow and easy when you're pulling that paper back off. Well, we'll have to go with the flow on that one. Go with the flow. That's why they created Sharpies and rulers. Okay. Go on this side first. Put our paper down. There we go. Close that. That's how much it was not straight. But thank goodness for Sharpies. Remember, my mistake will help you not make that mistake. Turn it around. Do the same on this side. Straighten that out. There we go. Okay. Then I want to come back here. I'm going to cut this a little bit. And we'll use the inker to get down the side. Voila, we have a new card. Okay. I like the magnets one on each side. That turned out great. And there goes that tag. And whoop. There we go. Yay. Alright guys, we are done with this page. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. And we'll see you on the next page. Bye.